Hello and welcome. You're watching me as a part of the Banega Swasth India campaign on NDTV. I'm Rishika, Baruah. I'm going to talk to you today about the vaccine dosing regimen, the difference in what's happening in India vis-a-vis the UK. Why is this happening? What is the variant of concern that is actually driving this change in policy? Now, as far as India is concerned, it is for the third time that the dosing gap between the first dose and second dose of Covishield has been revised. It was 4 weeks to begin with. It then became 6 to 8 weeks, and now the latest government policy says that you should get your second dose of Covishield 12 to 16 weeks after you've got your first dose. Now, why is this happening? The government says that it is in keeping with new scientific research that actually goes to show that if 2 doses are given at an extended gap, then the vaccine efficacy is more. There are also experts who tell us that this is driven essentially by the shortage of vaccines in India, which means that the government is now trying to vaccinate as many people as possible. So as many people as possible should be given the first dose of the vaccine in order to guarantee wider protection against COVID in India. So that's the two differences in opinion. Now, this policy change has come at a time when the UK has actually reduced the gap. Now, the gap has always been 12 weeks in the UK. The UK has now reduced the gap between the first dose and second dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine, which is the Covishield vaccine, from the previous 12 weeks to 8 weeks for those above the age of 50. Why has the UK done this? The UK Prime Minister says that this has been done because of the B1617 variant of concern that has first been found in India. There are more questions and answers about vaccine dosing gap. You're going to continue to speak with experts to try and understand what really is best for you. The other important development to note is the government of India now recommends that those who've recovered from COVID should actually get the vaccination 6 months after recovery. The World Health Organization says you should get your vaccine 4 to 6 weeks after recovery. So that's the other big policy contention here in India. Again, something that we'll continue to understand from experts. But what is B1617? Why is it a variant of concern? Now, a variant of COVID is classified as a variant of concern when one of the following things happen. Either it is a highly transmissible variant, or it has something called an immune escape mechanism. What does immune escape mechanism mean? Well, it means that you can potentially get infected with this variant of COVID even if you have antibodies that have either been induced because of a previous infection or antibodies that have been induced because of a vaccine, which essentially means that the current coronavirus vaccines have a reduced efficacy against this variant, which is why it is a variant of concern. It's very interesting because the World Health Organization in its weekly epidemiological review has also talked about the B1617 variant being found in India. They say that only about 0.1% of positive samples are actually genome sequenced in India. And on the basis of the genomic sequencing data that India has made available to the World Health Organization, they've classified the B1617 as a variant of concern. They've also said that this is the variant that has probably caused the second wave of COVID-19 infections in India. The World Health Organization says vaccine efficacy against the new variant remains uncertain. We've been speaking with genomic experts who say that the vaccines are effective. They will give you protection against severe disease, but the vaccine efficacy is diminished. So say if the vaccine efficacy against COVID is 80%, then against this new variant of COVID, it could be diminished to around 70%. So you can still get reinfected, but most experts are of the opinion that even if you get reinfected with a new strain of COVID, if you've been given the vaccine, it will give you a certain level of protection against severe disease. So go out and get yourself vaccinated if you are in the eligible category to get the vaccine. If you're eligible, go out and get yourself the vaccine. It'll protect you, give you some guarantee against severity of COVID. And the second thing is double masking works, maintaining social distancing and age-old practices of hand hygiene. All of those things continue to work against the new variant of concern. So, well, mask up, stay safe, and we will continue to get you more updates on the COVID situation in India and what this new variant means. Thanks for watching.